Hi again, everyone. I promised you that I would come back and I would show you what the fudge looks like after it's been in the freezer. Hi, Nico. Good to see you. After it's been in the freezer for a little while. I cut one piece out, but you know how it is to try to get the first piece out. Hi, Chelsea. Good to see you. How hard it is to get the first piece out of anything. So, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Alexis. Good to see you. I had made some vegan fudge. Here I have one on the spoon, and I want you to see what it looks like. Here's what it looks like, and there's what it looks like. Vegan fudge. That is, I want you to see the finished product. I cut this out, and I'm going to lay it here on top. As you can see, it really looks good. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I've already tasted it, and it's already got a very good flavor. Yes, doesn't it though? And I posted took a picture of it, Alexis, and I will post it up on your web page or your Facebook page. It has got carob powder, but you can use cocoa because the original recipe is for cocoa. But there's only 5 ingredients, and it's very simple to make. A half cup of everything but thank you for the super hearts, Chelsea. Half a cup of everything except for your vanilla. You use a teaspoon of that. It's a half a cup of your cocoa if you or carob powder, whichever. Half a cup of maple syrup, a half a cup of coconut oil melted, and a half a cup of chopped walnuts. And all mixed together in a bowl. I'm going to post it up on Facebook. I've got a picture up there, and I'm going to give you all the ingredients. Like I said, it's a half a cup of carob powder I used, half a cup of maple syrup, half a cup of coconut oil, the refined coconut oil that I melted on the stove, half a cup of chopped walnuts, and a teaspoon of the vanilla. And I just mixed it all together in a bowl, put it in my dish, put it in the freezer for a little while. Now this is the type of fudge that you take it out of the freezer to eat what you want out of it, and then you put it right back in the freezer again. But I took it out so I could, hi, good to see you. But I took it out so I could show you exactly, and I'll hold this up on the spoon so you can see what the pieces look like. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, it turned out really good. It's hard to cut the very first one, so I cut it and then posted a picture of it so you can see what it looks like. I wanted everybody to see what exactly. Hi, good to see you. Welcome to everybody coming in here. This is my vegan fudge that I made earlier that I had to put in the freezer and get it ready to go. And I said I would wait until it got a little frozen, which it was really frozen. It was hard to cut it. But I've cut it into different pieces, as you can see. It looks like you're going to get about 16 or so out of it. But that's good enough for me. But it's actually very good flavor. I know what's in it. It's healthy. And I don't have to worry about guessing. I don't know. It's really meant to be fudge. I don't know if you can make a ball out of it or not. It'd be kind of hard because when you pour it in this dish like that, it's supposed to come out as a regular fudge. You make them fudge squares. You could try it, but I don't know because the recipe doesn't call for that. It calls for making the, pour it into your dish and making squares out of it. And that's exactly what I've done. Arlene's making it right now. She's had a tough time because she's making a double batch. But if there's more than one person, and since I'm the only one here, I just didn't double it. But if you want to make it for more than one person, or you'll take it somewhere like as a meal at a church or something, dessert for a potluck at church, then you would probably want to double it. Oh, you put it in your food processor? Yeah. You can do that as well, although I stirred mine in the bowl. You could do either way, I would think. Food processor or a bowl. Oh, you're going to add the nuts last. Yeah, I added the nut. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, and stir it. Because it'd come out really good, I think. No, on the video, she took some of the nuts and mixed them in, and then she poured the rest on top. But I didn't do that. I just put them all in at once. So it's your discretion. It is. It's very creamy. It really is. And look how good the piece came out. Excuse my fingers, but see, look how nice that came out. Underneath and on top. Look at that. See? And it looks like actual fudge that you'd buy in the store. Oh, yes, it is. Yes. It's very rich. It's very, very much so. It is. But I know what's in it. I don't have to guess. It's got good quality things in it, not something that's going to hurt me. And it's like anything. A dessert like this, you want to eat in moderation. You know, and that's exactly what I'm going to do is eat it in moderation. But it's something that I can make over and over again because it's very good. Now, when I go to a fellowship meal at church, I can make this as a dessert, and everybody will like it, I'm sure. You know, because people, my son doesn't care for chocolate, but maybe he'd eat carob. I don't know. He's never been a chocolate eater. He never has liked chocolate pies, chocolate bars, or anything like that. I suppose that's a good thing. So he doesn't like chocolate, and he told me at Christmas, he says, Mom, he says, I could never find myself going vegan. He's a vegetarian, but he could never find himself going vegan because he likes his eggs, he likes his milk, and he likes his cheese. Maybe I can convince him. I don't know. It's kind of hard to change people when they're pretty much set in their ways. He is set in his ways. So, but I've been losing weight, and he told me I look good losing weight. So, hopefully, maybe I keep going the way I'm going, and he'll want to change himself, and and see what I've done that he can do the same thing. You like the vegan? Oh, you like the vegan cheese better? Yeah, I know what you mean. I make my own cheese sauce, and that. Yeah, it's hard, you know. I do too, but he cannot get rid of his idea of having you know, the American sliced cheese, your cheddar cheese slices, and that. He's so adapted to cheese. He says he just can't give his cheese up. He says, I know, Mom, I need to give it up. I'm hoping someday he does, but he just hasn't given it up yet. He just doesn't want to. He just can't see himself going vegan, even though I've gone that way, and he can see I'm losing weight, and what I've done has helped me. He just does not want to go that way. I'm hoping someday that he will change because he'll be healthier. He shouldn't be eating you know, stuff like that anyway. The cheese and thanks, Erlene, for the super hearts. He shouldn't be eating the regular cheese. He should be drinking the milk and eggs. And hi, Mark. Here you can see the finished product of the vegan. I'll pull it back of the vegan. And here's on the spoon. I thought I'd put it up there and let you see what it looks like underneath as well. See, doesn't that look good? Look at that. And it's very rich. That's what carob is. It's very, very rich, and it's very, very good. I don't use cocoa. I know there's people in here that probably would rather use cocoa. Like Alexis, she'll probably use cocoa in hers. That's if she wants to use cocoa, that's fine. But there's plenty of maple syrup to sweeten it. A half a cup of maple syrup, and I use the organic maple syrup. And this is actually a very, very good. It's healthy. It's something that I can fix over and over again. I haven't tried it yet, but I just, you know, when I'm fixing things, I try it, you know. But I think since I'm here, I will try this that I've got right here and see what it tastes like. It's a keeper. Very, very good. Very, very good. Thank you. It is. I'm sorry to be eating in front of you, but they say a good cook always tastes their food. I think once you make it, you'll like it. Very good. I do too. But see, it turned out so good. No, I won't. I'm not. I just want you to see what it looked like having. Yes, it is. It is. It's actually sweeter than your cocoa. Your Hershey's cocoa is not sweet. This is. It doesn't. The only sweetener that's in here is maple syrup, and it's a. And I'll show you the carob in case some of you have not seen it before, and I'll show you the carob powder that I used. This is what I used, which you can get through Vitacost. You can get it through Amazon. Here's where I originally got it from, was Amazon, and it's actually natural. It's vegan and natural. It comes from a carob tree, I think, a carob tree or a plant, and it's actually very good for you. We know the cocoa comes from the cocoa bean, but it's not. That cocoa is not as healthy for you as the carob is. Oh, you will? Okay, good. Well, Well, if you're asking how much to put in, it's only half a cup. But as far as this can is, the price of the can, you'll have to check with Amazon. I do not remember what I paid for it. I thought it was $8 something, but I cannot swear by that. Because, you're welcome, because I'd have to go back and check it. I really don't know. It's not real expensive. It's affordable. I've got another can sitting there waiting to be used when this one's gone. But I don't use it all that much anyway, and I've got probably, little less than half in here yet, and I've used it a lot already. But it's real nice to have, and I've also got the chips, the carob chips as well. I ordered through VitaCost. That's what everybody keeps asking me. No, I haven't. I wouldn't know the first thing of how to do that, but that's a good idea. Have a cookbook and then sell it. That would be a good idea too. I might think about that. That is something that maybe I should really try, because I've been putting so many vegan recipes out here that people want to try for themselves. And unless you're following me on Facebook, you're seeing me on YouTube, you won't know what I'm talking about. Because I do post the recipes up on Facebook with the pictures. And so I want people, good morning, welcome. I like people to see what I've made. And I'll post this in Alexis's Facebook group as well, because I belong to a cooking group on her Facebook page. She's with Pampered Chef. She's a Pampered Chef consultant, and I'm on her cooking group. She added me, and I will post anything I post on my Facebook page. I turn around posting hers too, because a lot of people are interested in vegan, But that's something I'm going to have to think about. I really haven't given it much thought. Other ones have asked me the same thing, and I really wouldn't know the first thing to do and how to go about it. I really don't know what I have to do to even get started. I don't know if you have to find somebody that publishes it, or I can type it out myself and put it in a binder. I could probably do that. Type all the recipes up and then put them into a binder. Make it like a book and then have a covering on it. I have to really see how I'm going to do that, since that will be all new to me. But that would be something to do. I know that Mama Rosa's got a cookbook coming, and I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it probably would be. You're right. It would be time consuming, but it probably would be well worth it. I look like Hillary. Well, somebody's never told me that before. I look like Hillary Clinton. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because Hillary Clinton doesn't have gray hair though. But I'll take that as a compliment. I hope it's not an insult, because I know what she looks like, and I don't look anything like Hillary Clinton. But people say the darndest things in here. I've never been said. Nobody's ever told me I look like Hillary Clinton. I'm me. That's who I am. I'm me, and I don't look like anybody but me. Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to be 70 years old come January 22nd. I'll be 70. And people told me I look good for 69 years old. And I'm just thankful that the Lord has given me 69 years of life, because I'm so thankful every day that I wake up. I don't look a day over 40. Well, no, that's a great compliment. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Erlene. That's a great compliment. But I'll tell you, some days I feel like I'm over 40. I mean, everybody has good days and bad days. You feel good one day, and the next day you don't feel quite as good. Although I don't get as sick now being on this plant-based diet as I would if I wasn't. So that's a good thing. I'm taking control of my health, and I'm doing what I need to do. I'm living properly, eating properly, and that's what I need to do. And I'm going to continue on this, and I'm thankful that the Lord has given me this opportunity. Yes, He has, and I'm so thankful for that. I thank Him each and every day for the life that He's given me. He wakes me up every morning, because I never know, none of us know when we go to bed if we're going to wake up the next morning or not. No, that's no problem. I consider it a compliment. That's no problem. That's no problem there at all. I consider that a compliment. Because She doesn't really look as good as she could, I tell you that. You know, maybe she's not eating right or not, but I'm probably eating better than she is, and maybe that's why I look better than her. That's possible. But we can all learn how to live better and eat well, as Stacy says. Get on these plant-based diet and stick with it. Like I said, before I was on this plant-based diet, I was on a yo-yo diet. It would be up and down. I'd gain some weight, and then I'd lose some. And then I'd gain some, and then I'd lose some. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. That is a very good compliment. Thank you. But being on a yo-yo diet as I was, and then I'd go on Slim Fast, which wasn't a very good thing to do. But at the time, you know, I didn't think anything of it, so I would start taking it. Well, I don't suggest anybody go on that stuff. That's all processed. You don't want to eat that stuff, but you know. But yeah, I would take it, but then I wouldn't lose weight, and I wondered why. Well, now I know why. It's simply because I was eating all the wrong stuff afterwards. You know, I take that to try to supplement a meal or whatever, or replace a meal, but then I would eat wrong the rest of the day. You can't do that. Yeah, you have to be healthy, and that's why I decided to go on this plant-based diet. My son is really proud or pleased with me that I'm losing weight. He says I'm really looking good, even though he can't see himself doing it. He's thankful that I'm going that route. No, they sure aren't. Those chemicals are killing us, and people are so sickly because of the chemicals they're putting in their body. What is this dish? It is vegan fudge. It only has 5 ingredients. It has I use carob powder. You can use cocoa, but I use carob powder because I'm a vegan. Maple syrup, coconut oil, chopped walnuts, and vanilla, and all mixed together in a bowl and put in the dish, and you freeze it. I'll have to go put this back in the freezer when I'm done here. But this is vegan fudge. It looks just like fudge when you see it. Cuts it. It was hard to cut it first. I've already eaten one out of there. That's why you see one gone. But because I wanted to try it. But it's a keeper. It's worth having, because I was looking for a vegan recipe last night, and I thought, well, I'm gonna look for some vegan fudge. Surely there's got to be some vegan fudge out there. And when I saw this, I'd seen others. No, it's not a cake. It's fudge. I cut them into squares. They're individual squares. You can see I cut them. If you can see it on the camera, I did cut them. I didn't do a real good job cutting. They're kind of whoppa jawed. But anyway, it's just me eating it anyway. But I just cut them into squares. I'm getting 16 pieces out of this dish. So, and that's good enough for me, because it's going to take me a while to get that many gone anyway. You know, because I'm only going to eat one a day. So, but they're rich, and they're healthy. So this is something that's a healthy indulgence. Oh, thank you. It's a healthy indulgence, but it's also something that you got to eat in moderation. It's not something that you want to eat a lot of at one time. I don't suggest you eat the whole thing or eat more than one piece, because I won't do that. Because if I want to maintain my weight loss, I can't. I've got to stay at a healthy medium, and that's what I want to do. And so I have to continue on this journey that I'm on. So I can't let myself slip up and start eating what I'm not supposed to. I do eat bread. I had some toast this morning that was potato bread. I put peanut butter on potato bread. Hi, welcome, Steelers fan. Here is my vegan fudge. It's been out of the freezer. I thought I'd show you after it'd been in the freezer. I took a piece out of it and ate it already. But it's very, very good. Hi, Peach. Good to see you. Welcome. If you want to see the replay of the original when I made it, you're going to have to go back and watch that one. I did that earlier this morning. Yes, and I'm going to post this up on Facebook. I'm going to post the video up on YouTube. Yes, vegan fudge. It calls for cocoa powder. Hershey's cocoa powder, but instead of cocoa powder, this is what I used. Carob, which is a lot more healthier. It's vegan. It's better for me. And it's sweeter and it's richer than your cocoa powder. And it took a half a cup of that. And I used that and maple syrup and coconut oil, which I had to put over the stove, because you know when it's cold, your coconut oil is going to solidify, and as it gets hotter, it liquefies, and I had to make it into a liquid. Yeah, it is rich, so you want to eat it in moderation. I just ate one piece out of here to show you what it's like, and I'm not going to eat any more today. I've had one piece, and that's all I'm going to eat. And I'm definitely going to put it back in the freezer. No, they're not. That comes from chocolate. It comes from the cocoa plant. I thought it was too, but it's not. Carob is what's vegan. email you a piece. Well, I don't know how it would get through the computer, but you know, I do these recipes because I want other people to learn to cook vegan too, you know, and to be on this healthy lifestyle, because it has been a struggle my whole life to maintain a healthy weight loss. Like I said, I've gone up and down, up and down, up and down. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I know I must be doing something right because everybody keeps telling me I look good, you know. And I'm feeling better too. My sleeping patterns are much better. I wake up a little bit later each morning now, you know, and I fall asleep much easier now than I used to, which sometimes is a good thing and sometimes it's not, because I may be involved in the middle of something and I'm falling asleep right in the middle of it, you know, and then I'll wake up, what happened, you know? No, yeah, kind of. I have to get it cut more often. It has grown quite a bit, yes. And maybe the plant-based diet has a lot to do with it. But, you know, I think my hair is a lot healthier than it used to be. And, you know, and I'm thankful that at my age, my hair isn't thin that it's falling out. Some people my age, their hair is so thin it starts falling out. I don't have that problem. I've always had thick hair. Even the beautician says my hair is thick. It doesn't feel that way to me when I comb through it, but it is thick. Well, no, you're probably right. It doesn't help the hair, but something's right about it because it keeps growing faster. What is my favorite dish? I have so many of them. I really don't know. I think of all the desserts, including this one, the dessert that I made, I think it was last week or the week before. You'll have to go back and watch my replay on it because I do have a Periscope. It was the carob peanut butter pie that I had made. That was my favorite one of all, and with coconut on top. That one is delicious. I love it. Was it good? Oh, that's good. I like the carob peanut butter pie better than I like the cheesecake, although the cheesecake was good. But I like the carob peanut butter, and I also like this fudge too. So those are two keepers that I'm going to keep. You know, as I'm trying recipes, I will decide whether they're good enough for me to make them again or not. If I'm not going to keep them, I'm going to toss them. But then I try to find something in place of it, because I have a lot of recipes. Most of them I'm going to keep, and there's some I have to go through them and see which ones I'm not going to keep. You know, I've got 2 cheese sauce recipes. One I'm going to keep, and the other one I'm not, because one has too much salt in it. The other one doesn't hardly have any, and it's a lot better, and it doesn't make as much of it, and it doesn't spoil so quick, and I can get it used up. But that's how it is. You have to tweak these recipes and check them out. Try them out to see if you like them first. See if they're going to be good enough to keep, and if they are, then you keep them. If not, then you don't bother with it. You throw them away. You know. Guy tried to find a young woman hard. Oh, that's too bad. Well, just keep looking. You'll find somebody. It's taken me many years. I mean, after all, I'm 69 years old, and you know, I've been living on my own for 10 years now because I'm no longer married. So I've had to learn how to do things on my own. Of course, when I was married, I had to do all the cooking too. He did help once in a while, but most of the time I did it myself. How I really learned to cook was when when I went and lived with my dad after high school. He didn't do the cooking. He turned me loose in the kitchen. That's how I learned how to cook all on my own. You know. Yes, they are. They're a very great company. I've got one that's barking right now. I think she's barking at nothing outside. She loves to bark at nothing. But yes, they are a great company, and they keep me sane. I'll tell you. They keep me laughing at them. You know, because this laughter is good for the soul, and they do such silly things that really makes me laugh at them, and I'm glad I've got them. You know, and I'm glad that I was able to get on this plant-based diet and come in here and do different recipes for everybody, because I know people enjoy my recipes that I've been doing, because it's helping them. I'm sharing. I'm showing them what I've learned. Oh, thank you. I can share with other people. And share with other people what I have learned, so they can probably do the same thing. And it's simple, you know. You have to have willpower to tell yourself that you can do it. You know, if I can do it, anybody can. Because I was the most skeptical person for a long time, because I didn't know if things like this would even work. plant-based, but I'm not so skeptical anymore because I know that it's helping me. I'm losing weight, and everybody keeps telling me I look better, I feel better. I can tell it in my waistline for sure, you know. So I'm going to keep on this journey, because I want to be I want to be healthy for Jesus. I don't want to be sickly. I don't want to die prematurely. Who told? Well, since I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, I should have known. I should have done this diet many, many years ago. I should have been on plant-based then. I was a vegetarian when I was on when I first started becoming a Seventh-day Adventist. But I didn't give up a lot of meat. But now that I don't have meat at all, I gave up everything else too. A vegetarian, you don't eat meat. Or you eat meat, but you don't eat, or you eat the eggs and the milk and the cheese and stuff, but you don't eat meat. So I so I decided I'm going to give up all of it because I don't need any of it. It's not healthy. We don't need any of it. If you knew what that was in that stuff, do your research. If you knew what was in the stuff, you wouldn't be eating it. So we need to get back to a healthy lifestyle and live like we're supposed to. Eat what we're supposed to. Get back to what God gave us in the garden. I think I'm going to go for now, because I'm going to have to get ready pretty soon to get my lunch. But I thank you all for coming in and being here for me. And I'll show this one more time. And I hope that you can all get this recipe. I'm going to post it up on Facebook so you can all see it. And I hope you all have a great day. Take care. God bless and bye-bye.